Hi everybody, it is Sunday night. Welcome to Pikmin 4, Part 3. We did Part 2 during New Year's Eve, and now I am back doing this on a Sunday. So we're going to continue off where we left off, and that is Sightless Passage. Again, thank you for everybody that watches the streams, especially my solo streams. Please, by all means, leave a comment down below, like the video. Hit that notification bell so you know when I do streams solo and when I do it with my co-host on Tuesdays and Fridays. But right now, we are currently in Sightless Passage. The one cave where they introduce headlamps. Because we do need headlamps in order to see down here. And anybody that's in the comments, I will read them as time goes on. Okay, so right here, we have one of the Game Boy SPs. Or not SPs, but I think this is a Game Boy Advance. It's one of the little Easter eggs in terms of items. And of course, Achi is such a powerful beast that he could take out the enemies on his own. The Pikmin will just be used for carrying stuff. Achi gets to do all the heavy work. Because that's what he's good at. And here we have a Game Boy Advance game cartridge. So we are just going to travel along here. What's up, Darius? Good to see you again. We don't really need to get all of these but it's good to have them. Yes, it's just me today. Now, these ladybugs are electric. And the yellow Pikmin are the ideal Pikmin to use to attack them. But I like to use red if they're not electric. Because they're just powerful. These Pikmin should be able to grab him here. Get some yellow Pikmin over here that we can take up. Alright, we're going to go this way because there is something. Alright, now we have a little thing up here. We have so many bugs. It can only be activated by activating all those light mushrooms. Achi can take down this electric fence all on his own. Just need to do it 3 times, and boom. Darius, you tried taking a nap earlier, but you stayed up because I know I would probably sleep too long and be awake all night. That's pretty smart. They say that taking a nap after 3 p.m. is not ideal because then you can't sleep afterwards. Right, so this is an entrance that only Achi can go through. So we're going to allow him to go through there. Now, the reason I sent Achi up there is because there is a treasure up here that only he can grab. And we'll just let the rest of the Pikmin take down this wall over here. And now that we got that covered, I'm going to have my yellow Pikmin take care of this, because that's going to be our exit out of here. But we are going to need Achi for this next area, because there's a person up here that we need to grab. And I'm just going to allow the yellow Pikmin to take them. Yeah, if you tried it at 4, no wonder why. Yeah, anytime after 3 is not good. Alright, let's see who this is. Oh, we have a stylist that we picked up. Now, Puddle here is able to change the character design that we come up with.
Oh.
So there's actually a thermometer hidden right over there. So while the yellow Pikmin take care of that, the red Pikmin are going to carry this raw material. And we should be done with this cave. Okay, you usually wake up around 9 or 10 a.m. You probably don't have to work as early as I do, because I have to get up at like 7:30 on the week. Alright, let me make sure I have everything. Yes. We'll just wait till everything's grabbed, and then we can get out of this cave. Yeah, 6 to 7 hours of sleep. That's rough. I need about 10 hours of sleep, Darius, in order to feel awake. Alright, this cave is complete. Now, the interesting thing about this cave is that it actually leads to an area that we can't reach without going through this cave. But we are going to make it a lot easier for ourselves. It's getting late. Gonna have to do this in the morning. We'll move this box down so that we can get to it the next day. Oh, that's good. 8 to 9 hours of sleep for a month is pretty good. I've been trying to go for that myself, Darius. Alright, we're gonna end the day today because we won't have time. I don't want melatonin. When I take it, I sleep for 10 hours, then everything is messed up. Yeah, I don't do melatonin. What I do is magnesium. So I have these magnesium gummies that I take before I go to sleep, and it helps. Ah, we got that leafling in the puzzle round, which I forgot about because I haven't played this since New Year's. Look at that. We went up 31%, so we're almost done with this level. We just have to complete one more day and we should be good. And we just need to get one more decor Pikmin. I don't know if it's in almonds, Darius. I don't eat almonds.
Hey. Oh. Come on.
They're actually theorizing that the Game Boys were used as shelter. Little did they know they were actually for recreational purposes before the apocalypse happened. All right, we've been here for a week and a half. Let's talk to the hairstylist.
Guadalupe. Tagtagusso.
Oh, you're allergic to pistachios, Darius. Good to know. Yeah, I don't eat any nuts. I just don't like the flavor.
Scultura. Tokoto.
So like I said, Puddle here can actually change your character's look if you so desire. Which I'm not going to do, because we have not gotten...
Pochiko.
We have not saved 10 leaflings yet, but we can get the leafling look once we do, and I'm going to save it for that. Alright, let me clear these out. Alright, let's grow us some purple Pikmin, because we're going to need at least 100. Wow. Getting a little rusty trying to jump. Been playing too much Donkey Kong. Alright. Next day we'll focus on the white Pikmin. Anybody to talk to? Nope. All right, let's continue on. New day.
Harry.
It's hard because you know pistachio is really trending right now because Dubai chocolate. Lots of Dubai stuff in my store. I've seen one huge pistachio cake. We have not gotten anything Dubai here, so like nuts aren't really popular down here in Florida, but no wonder why pistachio is so popular with the chocolates. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Pistachio and chocolate go really well together. That's according to my mother. All right, we're going to try to get 100% completion on this day. We only have 2 more caves to go through and a couple of more treasures to grab and a couple of people to save. We should be able to get everything done by today. Look at that morning sun. All right, let's go. There's that decor Pikmin up there, but we'll wait until we get up there to grab it. Surprise! Yes, that is an enemy that spawns underground. We saw it before. Oh, you got a bakery deli combo. Very nice. Yeah, we get those at, like, Fresh Market, which is like a chain down here. Alright, so we just picked up a golf ball. We killed some butterflies. We're gonna come over here, because there's a gate that we need to take down. And a couple of mushrooms that we can sprout out. So while they're taking care of that, we're gonna come over here. There's this rock monster that can throw my Pikmin down back into the ground. I'm gonna have to pull him back up again. But thankfully, he's not as powerful on easy mode. So I could take him out and just grab. Probably going to need some more Pikmin because I need to get this cassette up here. Or no, it's a music maker. Alright. We earned enough Sparklium to go to level 4, which we won't worry about right now because we haven't made it to level 3 yet. Oh, fresh baked cookies and pies. Oh, if they have chocolate on there, I would go for it immediately. It's pretty cool, though. They put all the good stuff in front, I bet, to get people enticed. Yeah, you could say the layout of the store. Alright, there's the decor Pikmin, so I'm just gonna take a picture of it. There we go. Now we got all of them for this level.
Mom.
We are gonna wait until everybody's done collecting everything. Might as well grab a bomb rock while I'm here. Oh man, I remember back in the day when yellow Pikmin were known as the bomb rock carriers. Now, you don't need to, which I'm very grateful for. Alright, Rockaway Callers is cave puzzle number 3. Now, I've mastered all these puzzles, so we won't have any trouble. Alright, here we go with the puzzle. I'm gonna have the red Pikmin take care of this. Achi is gonna be my attacker. And while I'm here... So in the front is the bakery goods side. And the fruit is the fruit and vegetables side. Then on the right side is where the deli and bakery is. So you get bread and sandwich meat. There's also a cheese board. Ooh, you got a fancy little shop there. There you are. I was like, wait a minute, where's the other one? Alright, I'll have you take care of this. Like I said, Achi is very powerful. But I do like that store layout, Darius. This. Along with the deli, they also make their own fried chicken, and they make new soups and stews every day on the side of the door. You get sodas and juices, and there's slushies and coffee. Ooh, man. That sounds like a trip. Okay, they're gonna dig that up, so... Oh, you don't go into the liquor shop? Understandable. Not many people are into liquor. Liquor is very, very hard to get into. Alright, now that all the enemies are gone, all I have to do is just collect everything else. Might as well activate this, because I have all the Pikmin now. I'm gonna get the gold at the end. Alright. Alright, I think we are good. Let me make sure. Yep, now we just have to get the gold. In the back, you get all the meat, your steaks, ground beef, frozen chicken. There's also the seafood, and you get some frozen meals there, too. Good deal. Very good deal. What's the place called, by the way? That should be it. All right. I usually take longer, but because I always forget. Achi is the main attacker. Yeah, so at the end of each cave when we save a leafling, we get 30 pieces of raw material. Which is coming in handy if you're not playing this on easy mode. Or if you're not doing a rollover file game. But since I have over 1,000, we're going to be pretty good. I don't have to worry too much about it. I'm just going to collect it just to always have a good amount of stock. Never want to run out of stock. Also, the first thing you see when going in there, there's where you get all the candies and chocolate. I almost read that as candles. Although for a place like that, it wouldn't surprise me if there were candles. Alright, so there's an ice skate up here. This is the last thing that we need to do in this area. Achi could take it down in 3 tries. Just walk across. We're going to gather this raw material right over here. Nope, no luck. We're never going to find out these people until we save them. Oh god, there's aisles. This must be a pretty big store. It's almost like grocery store level. Alright, we should be good to go. Just wait for those raw material to get through. Alright. Alright, Kingdom of Beasts. This is basically the Bulblax level. The game was like, oh, you want to bring the rock Pikmin with you? I'm like, nope, we're going to go in with reds. Now, Now, this one is pretty big. This one, I think, has 7 sub-levels in it. Alright, I am going to have the red Pikmin take care of this gate. And just like that, we are covered. Teamwork. Thought there was something in there, but nope. Alright. Big guy can take this one down. Also, you can get all the canned food, rice, and pasta. Alley 2 is the cereal baking stuff. Jello, canned fruit, and peanut butter, and jellies and jams. That's pretty common. Alright, once they take care of that, we're going to sub-level 2. Alright, we're good. I would be in that pasta aisle a lot, just to check out what they have and to get the sauces. Alright, the rock Pikmin are going to be in this sub-level, so we're going to grab them. Yep, the bugs were hiding in the bushes. And just like that, the bugs are gone. Oh, they have paintings and wood stuff in aisle 4? Pretty good. Is there enough? No, there's not enough. All right. And just like that. Alright, we're gonna need the rock Pikmin to take down this gate so that it can be a bigger shortcut. Alright. I'll just wait for them. Oh yeah, I forgot. In aisle 2 is where you get juice boxes and juice cartons. Not... Oh. Well, that's where I would get apple and orange juice. Most likely. And V8 juice. Yeah, for some reason, I can't stomach vegetables. So V8 juice is how I get most of my nutrition in. I know that's not right, but hey, it's the only thing I can stomach. Alright, so this is a sub-boss right here. Easy to take down. See how easy that was? Alright, let's see who we picked up here. A planet tourist. Taken a liberal arts degree and is the advisor to a science club. Oh god, imagine being on a field trip and you get stranded on a deserted planet that you know nothing about. So we'll just wait for them to carry that over there, and then we're going to move on to the next sub-level. Yeah, the main boss is 3 sub-levels down, so we got a ways to go. Now, I spend most of my time in aisle 5 and 6. Aisle 5, you get soda, full-size chocolate bars, protein granola bars, cookies, nuts, trail mix, crackers. Then aisle 6, the final aisle, is just all chips. Okay, so those are mainly the snack aisles. That's like half a supermarket right there. Alright, so we can't grab any treasures yet because we need to do something first. We need to get that thing down first. Over there. We're gonna send Hachi through that tunnel over there. That's his main purpose. Yep. Aisle 6 is the chip aisle. There's always a chip aisle in every store. And you can't go wrong with it either. Alright, so Hachi's going to take this thing down. So now all the bars are now gone. So we can practically carry everything. We'll grab this gold right over here. I had a little bit of a... Whoa. Good thing none of them fell off. Alright. Hachi's going to take care of these. Hachi is a beast. Both figuratively and literally. What's up, brah? Good to see you again, my fellow zebras. Not much, Big Po. How was fishing? Did you catch anything good? Alright, we're going down to the penultimate sub-level of this cave. Darius says, usually what I do is I get some bakery stuff, check whatever soup is made. If I like it, some fried chicken if I want, then immediately go to the snack aisles. Good combinations right there, Darius. Very good combinations. Yeah, you always want to check to see if the soup is fresh that day. Never buy soup that's a day old. No fish. That sucks, dude. That sucks a lot. Alright, so the reason why I took down that gate, even though it leads to the exit, is because there was rock Pikmin there, and we're going to need a lot of them. Because we need to get our stock up on a lot of the rock Pikmin, because we don't have a lot right now. Now this one is hard to take down, this Bullbax here, because of the simple fact is they have very, very strong armor. I don't think he's broken. I think, like, I was just saying before he came on the stream, I think he's a beast. To just take care of all of these Pikmin. He's exactly what this franchise needed. I use him a lot to take down these enemies. Alright, I'll have the Pikmin take care of that. That's the first time I'm going to see Pikmin try to pick up this zucchini. Oh shit, they're going this way. Oh. Do they have any tomato soup on hand? I'm curious. I just don't like the charge you one tap at every enemy. What do you mean? What do you mean, Big Po? I'm kind of lost at what you're trying to say there. Alright. Where is the beetle? Did the beetle already activate? Alright, well, I don't really need to worry too much. I have enough raw material as it is. Oh, it's a new soup every day. Yes, that's pretty common when it comes to, it's pretty common. Even in Italian places, they, like, always have a soup of the day. Achi's charge is too OP. Yeah, people have said that. Usually people that say that, they want more of a challenge. With me, it's like, Hachi is just so damn good. It's like the most likable dog ever. Alright, here we go. Boss time. This is based on a Pikmin 2. Same with that sub-boss that we faced. This entire level right here, sub-level I should say, is based on Pikmin 2. There's actually a cave in Pikmin 2 where you have to go through water in order to get one of the treasures. Oh, the fridges. You mean they have, like, a whole bunch of, like, frozen foods, Darius. Alright, so we found a research task force recruit. Something to do with ecology. This man right here helps us with the amount of Pikmin that we gather. So if we get 100 Pikmin, he'll give us raw material. But he'll give us some just for having 60 right now. Yep, that's academics for you. Alright, I'm going to go through this water. Now, there's all these fire geysers. I recommend only putting 5 Pikmin up on this thing at a time because every time I try to do more, they just fall off into the water. And I prefer not to have them do that. These are good boys and girls and Pikmin in between. Alright, so they're going to try to go the long way. What I'm going to do I'm going to add a few more to them so they can go faster. This should be the last treasure and the last thing that we need to pick up. And then we'll be done with Blossoming Arcadia. We just have to do the night levels, and then we're going to move on to Serene Shores. And there we go. 100% completion. Oh, very nice, Big Poe. You're going to have the benefit of having to freeze things now. All right. The hardest cave in Blossoming Arcadia is over and done with. So now that I've collected everything, there's not really much to do the rest of the day except harvest our spices because we're going to need a lot of them. So we're going to get some spicy spray, and the best way to do that is to... Actually, you know what? Since we have enough, purple Pikmin are going to shine. Too much to explain, but I will say I remember they used to put juice next to yogurt. Yeah, not a good idea to do that because there's instances where that juice can get into the yogurt. Completely on accident. Oh, wow, it's not even noon yet. We're going to harvest a lot of spicy spray then. With the leaves on the Pikmin like this, it makes Achi look like he's wearing a costume. So this is like some type of playground, I believe. Because I see a slide and a swing set here. And the Pikmin just sang Luigi's Mansion's song from the first game. Because they did that in Pikmin 2. Alright, so we're going to spend the rest of the day getting these berries. I'm going to put 30 Pikmin on each one. Purple Pikmin are the easiest to take down these flowers that hold the berries. So if you were in the store where I live, what would you buy on a regular day? Definitely pasta. I would definitely see what type of sauces they have. Definitely see what type of vegetables that I can use to make the base, which is the sofrito. And then I would make like a bolognese sauce. I would try to see what their butcher has, if they actually have any meat options. Because if I can get some beef and pork, then I can use that to make my bolognese sauce. I'm actually going to cook it this weekend coming up because I'm going to be off from work, because I'm going to be going on vacation to Orlando. So I'm going to spend my time off cooking. And that's still like a really long process. It could take up to 4 to 6 hours to cook it because I slow cook it. So if I did that, I would also try to see if I can find ingredients to make a tiramisu, which is a pick-me-up dessert from Italy. I have had it many times in restaurants, but I've never once made it on my own. And it's a very tough thing to do because you have to worry about the fact that salmonella can infect people the way that you prepare the eggs, because you have to separate the yolks and the whites. So I have to try to see if they have dark chocolate. I would try to go for dark chocolate because I shave it. I would shave it on top of the mascarpone cheese, which is what you use. And then, of course, I would have to get espresso because you need to use Italian coffee. Alright, you know what? I'm going to turn these purple Pikmin into flowers so they can go faster. Pizza-flavored chicken nuggets? I don't know, that doesn't sound very appetizing. Chicken and pizza don't go well together. I know that's a topping for most people in America, but in Italy, it would be considered sacrilege if you put any type of meat on a pizza. Like, you could put vegetables on it because, I mean, obviously you put basil in it to make it, to give it some enhanced flavor. But, Big Po, what movie you gonna go see? I don't know. There doesn't seem to like be anything in January that I'm really interested in seeing. This time of the year is very, very slow when it comes to movies. Plus, it's very, I don't know, ever since the pandemic happened, just streaming stuff has now become a lot more convenient, and it's cheaper. Movies have just become so expensive now. You only go if there's like a must-see movie. You're going to see Anaconda, the comedy remake with Jack Black. You gotta let me know how it is, because I have seen the original one that was more of a drama, but this one's just going to be a little bit funnier, so I would love to see the difference in how they handle it. So the reason why I'm not ending the day right now is because there was so much time that I had left over. And it's better to just make sure that you have enough spicy spray, because you're going to be facing some bosses later on down the line that are extremely tough, and you need spicy spray to take them down. And plus, you want to make sure that your Pikmin stay in flower mode, because they're faster and stronger. And you always want to be stocked up. Plus, it's never a good idea to waste a day. I know that there's Let's Players out there that will just skip a day because they think it's faster. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it. Always stay prepared, be stocked with everything. Make sure that Achi here is as strong as need be, and then boom, we're good to go. Only movies I want to see in 2026 is Mario Galaxy, Spider-Man, Digger, and the Street Fighter live action. Yeah, I heard that Avengers Secret Wars, or I think that's the Avengers one, that's going to be 3 hours and 45 minutes long, which I'm not bothered by, because I've seen AEW wrestling pay-per-views that go for 5 hours. So I am used to it. There's people going to be like, I can't sit through a 3 hour and 45 minute movie. I mean, I sat through Irishman, and that was 3.5, and I was completely fine with it. A lot of times you just forget about the time if the movie is really good. But I don't know, there's not that many people that are that excited for Avengers. Spider-Man, yes. Mario Galaxy, yes. Street Fighter, I don't know. There's been a lot of mixed feelings about me and Street Fighter, to be honest. Their movies just have not been good, the live-action ones at least. Again, I have to look and see what's coming out in February. I know Wuthering Heights, which is a very popular novel, dates back very, very long ago, is getting turned into a Valentine's Day rendition. So I'm probably going to read the book before I go see the movie. Margot Robbie is in it, and I know she plays one of the lead characters, so she's got a lot of star power to it. Oh, Big Po, they are working on a live-action Zelda movie right now. Shigeru Miyamoto actually posted pictures of some of the stuff that's going to be in the movie. They just haven't made a trailer for it. They haven't made an announcement of when it's coming out. So yes, the Zelda one will be live action. Sonic 4 is coming out next year, so Sonic 4 will have to wait for that. But I'll have to see what else is coming out, because, I mean, if you're going to be spending $20 on a ticket and then $20 on snacks, you're spending about $40 on just an entire day. And it's got to be really, really worth it. I mean, I'm spending like $40 just to watch an AEW wrestling pay-per-view every month, and that's more worth it than some of the movies that have been coming out recently. They're just a lot better to just watch on the streaming services when they come out. Well, now that the day is done, we should have enough to get us through. But now we have to do the night expeditions for Blossoming Arcadia. I still have not eaten dinner yet. I had a very big lunch. I had like protein pasta that I made for the week, and I had some left over, so I ate it for lunch. And I thought, okay, I'll eat this, and then I should be good for dinner. But I'm not. I'm not hungry. I'm really not hungry. I'll probably just have some chocolate ice cream before after the stream's over. Alright, that means we should be able to get to level 4. But we can't access level 4 yet because we're still missing one member of the rescue corps, which we have to rescue. Which we haven't yet, because we haven't found him. Alright, we saved 3 people. We got a lot of treasures. And just like that, 100% complete on Blossoming Arcadia. And we got all of the decor Pikmin, which you can use to put into Pikmin Bloom. That's one of the reasons why they did this major update. Because Shigeru Miyamoto is a huge fan of Pikmin and wants other Nintendo players to be huge fans of them. Which is why I'm hoping that 5 is really good and it gets people interested. We have a speciest person in our rescue corps.
Honey. Cuidado. Oi.
All right, we've expanded. And now we can get some more raw material because we just completed some tasks. Alright, we have to get gold in 6 challenges, so we have to find 6 more caves, which we will find in Serene Shores. Alright, now we have to do 100% completion on Serene Shores now. Yes, Dingo now lets you see the Declopedia if you want to take a look at the pictures you took of the decor Pikmin, which we're not going to do because we don't need to. Now this guy's tasks are unlimited, so once we get 300 Pikmin, he's just going to make you restart it and keep growing it. So we'll just have to find 300 more Pikmin and let them grow. Well. Alright, so because... She took 3 kids on a school trip, and now they're all missing, and now we gotta find them. Otherwise, the parents will be mad. And then last... This is Sai. Like I was saying earlier, he'll give us raw material each time we increase our Pikmin population. outside the onion. So right now we can only bring out 60, but he'll give us more once we get up to 100, I believe.
Tingray.
Oh, the connection between Pikmin and the whistles they respond to.
Opti.
The answer is 100, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Tinabel. Kunin.
Yeah, so it goes up every time we collect Farlick bulbs, which we have not found yet. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that Tom Cruise movie. Oh, yeah, yeah, Gonzalez Articules, I think it is. I've seen both Birdman and The Reverend. Both great movies.
Vampip.
Alejandro, I think is his first name. I have not heard him do anything in a while. Then again, I haven't been really the big movie buff that I've been in years. I used to go to the movies every week 10 years ago, back when it was cheap. But, you know, things change. Catch Me If You Can. Oh my god, that movie came out like 30 years ago. Yes, I have. I don't remember much of it because I only saw it when it came out. Oh, John Goodman's always in comedies, so it makes sense. Oh, let me talk to Dave over here.
Campayo.
Or Dash, sorry.
Potable.
That movie was insane, Big Po. Yeah, I remember it being wild. I'm just like, okay, this is so much for my 10-year-old brain to take in. Alright, well, I have enough white Pikmin now, so we should be good on that front. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, it was based on a true story. All right, now we're gonna do the night expeditions.
Nah. Katubira.
So we're gonna do all 3 levels of Blossoming Arcadia. I'm just gonna have Achi take care of all the enemies, and I'm just gonna grab all of the material to grow my glow Pikmin population, because I'm gonna take them into the caves and use them to help with the Pikmin candy blossoms, because I hate using other Pikmin that I already have to create more. All right, time for spooky time. This is a true Halloween moment right here. Don't worry, Achi is strong enough where he can take down all the enemies by himself. But if you don't like the music, you might want to turn it off. This music can get pretty creepy. And the enemies are not going to attack the glow Pikmin right now because because we're playing this on easy mode. Oh, you're not a big fan of Christopher Nolan, Darius? Smokey Prague was a nightmare. That's why I always use, what is it? That's why I always have spicy spray handy. And I don't activate any of the tricknolls because I am not there to collect any of the things yet, and I don't want the enemies to attack them. I would rather have them go to Achi and have Achi take care of them, and then if I'm there, I can take care of them. Did you see Oppenheimer, Darius? And how about Dunkirk? I loved Dunkirk. Dunkirk was a favorite of mine, actually. But I agree with you, I'm not really a big fan of much of his movies. You wouldn't like Memento. Because Memento is another one of his movies, and like the movie, like instead of being linear forward, it's linear backwards instead. And if you're not a fan of that, then you're not gonna like it. You wish you had a Pikmin onion in real life? Or are you gonna get all? Are you gonna get all of them? Are you like Dunkirk? Yeah. Yeah, that one was fun. Alright, I'm gonna help Achi out here since I'm right there. Oh no, he just took care of all of them. He doesn't need my help. Look at Achi taking care of everything by himself. And I am close to 100 Pikmin. I completed my mission.
The ball.
Thanks for having confidence in me, Yanni.
Shalom.
Yeah, of course. It's based on a true story, so they're obviously gonna take some. They're gonna mess with the script a little bit. They're gonna take some liberties. All right, just two more. We have two more night expeditions to do. And then for the next part of Pikmin 4, we're going to do Serene Shores. We'll just have to find more leaflings, Colin. That's what we'll do.
Anilo. Navel. Bong. Bruna.
Imagine being asleep all night and just be like, hope it's Bernard today. All right, let's see who it is. That is not Bernard. That is a research task force boss. I love Louis' expression when he has his eyes bulging out and he's all cranky. The dude just wants to eat. And he hates huge monsters because he can't cook them. Alright, let's go have a chat with Chet. Well, we also get some raw material for getting Pikmin flowers. Or blooming them, I should say.
Faha.
Alright, let's see what Chet has to say.
Potpo. It's glue.
Well, that's what every leader should do. They should let the operation be the star, not you.
You do?
And you do need a leader to have run things. Because as talented as people are, you do need somebody to, you know, make sure everything's going as scheduled. So we have to find his missing team members, which we will do. We found 3 of them already, so we need to find 6 more. Alright, we're gonna grow some purple Pikmin while we're here, before we do another night expedition. Alright, we got all our chores done. Now let's do that second night expedition.
No. 퉁 그래?
Alright. Here we go. I'm going to try to see if I can get 100 this time around. We have a little bit more Pikmin this time. We have 5 more. The game decided to give us 5 more on this run. Alright, I'm activating this Tricknall because we're right next to it. And we're collecting things. Alright, it's happening.
인플로. 나.
Alright, that should be all of it. Yes. Alright, we can move forward. that's the great thing about Achi. You can jump and attack the enemies from that height. I'll take care of these guys since they're right here. All right, we got 100. And just like that, boom, we win.
Ha!
Was not worried at all for a second.
Heron. New pa.
Since this is planet Earth, I wonder what that glow sap is made from. All right, we're going to find out if we get Bernard today. I'm going to try to get 100 for the next night.
Pikmin. Yaha. Are? Heron. Oh, wow. Koppe. Hale.
It's an interesting theory on species and being around danger. They need to be exposed to it in order to thrive better. Well, we would have to see if that was the case for prey amongst any kind. I mean, if you... Although, to be fair, the Pikmin learned to thrive just by being in numbers, and they had humans around.
Murupe.
Alright, let's see who this is. Nope, that ain't Bernard. That's Patch. He's unemployed, but he'll give us tasks on beating a certain number of enemies, and he'll give us raw material for doing so.
Oh. New papa.
Yes, you are a survivor, Patch.
Yeah, honey. carry the growl.
So we need to defeat 100 indigenous creatures in order to get this guy's raw material. That sounds horrible when you say it like that.
Puhanim.
So we have to kill 30 more of them in order to get more raw material. Alright, that should be everybody, unless I'm missing somebody. Nope. Alright, let's go grab some purple Pikmin. Oh no, actually we need to get white Pikmin today. It's genocide against Bulborbs. That sounds horrible, Big Po. And at least with the first game, at least they come back. They're just more that spawn. In this game, once an enemy dies and you bring them into the onion, they're just gone, and it's just pure emptiness. Unless they're in that cave of beasts. Oh god, that's a waste of rum there, Darius. Just having to crash on the... rum's not cheap either. Alright, let's just do this one last expedition. And we're going to call it a stream because I'm going to save the next part all for Serene Shores. I figure each level gets one part. Now this one's going to be a little bit different, but you'll see. You'll notice that there's 2 trick knolls. Some levels are going to have 2. Achi guards one, we guard the other. Unless we kill all the enemies. Which we will. I don't know. I know you don't do Dog and Romp anymore, but where could I send my tier list for favorite characters and ships? Darius, we do have a Discord that you can send it to. No, it's because we're new blood, Big Po. We are technically rookie. We're technically a rookie that's doing all the work. Let's get this while we're here. Hold on. I need to sign in if I want to put the Discord in there. Oh, you are in the Discord. What channel? Let me check our channel. Let me check. She's a witch. Oh god, that's what they said about anybody that they considered a heathen. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking. You could definitely, I guess, you could put it in writing, I would say. The writing under easel, I think you could put it in there. Because, I mean, if you're going to do ships and favorite characters, that's where most of it would go, because it's considered fan fiction, so. All right. Okay. So we got this area covered, so we no longer need to worry about this luminol. I'm gonna activate you since we're ready. Funny how long it takes for the messages to load in. I don't know why that is. I think that's just a... I don't know if it's a... I don't know if it's a Streamlabs thing or if it's a YouTube thing. We need to create a food channel, actually. I mean, we're all foodies. We'll have to do that later. Hey, tier lists are cool. I love doing tier lists myself.
Honey.
All right. I wasn't able to get 100, but that's because this level's pretty fast. But we got 2 of them, and we can't cure anyone right now because we don't have any leaflings. There's always a 10 to 15 second delay for... Okay, so it's a YouTube thing. All right. Yeah, they always try to come up on the screen. If for some reason I need the screen bigger, then I always have the message right there so that I can see it. Yeah, chocolate's great. Dark chocolate is like the healthiest one. If you can eat that, you'll be good. Just don't eat a lot of it. I mean, I'm a chocolate... I love chocolate. I'm a chocolate fan.
Honey. Naturpa. Oh. Heron. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of white chocolate either, Big Po.
No. Hit the pole. Runa. Amaru.
I've never heard of Whitaker's coconut slab. They probably don't sell it down here. That's probably why. We get just the big brands. Okay. Well, since we've concluded Blossoming Arcadia, I am going to save Serene Shores for the next time I play Pikmin 4. So, for everybody that came on tonight, thank you so much. And, well, I'll be back doing these solo shows on a consistent basis as soon as my vacation starts. If things happen during the week that are just boring and I got nothing else to do, I'll come on here and just play games. Whatever. So, Make sure to like the video, because that helps with the algorithm. Comment down below, because that helps with the algorithm too. That's the only way we're going to get, like, 120 people in here, which is the goal of mine. Nothing more than that. Yeah, that notification bell, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but just hit it anyway, just in case we get lucky, and it just shows you when the stream's coming on. All right, everybody. We'll be back definitely on Tuesday for... Oh, thank you, Big Poe. Yeah, that's going to be next week. It's not going to be this week, but next Wednesday is when I go. But it won't affect streams at all, because I'll be back when the streams happen. But yeah, Tuesday we'll be back with Date Everything. Friday is Ace Attorney night. And if during the week there's nothing for me to do besides work, and I'm not taking care of anything else, I'm going to come on here. All right, everybody. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. And hopefully Monday goes swell for you if you're working.